Ever since mankind first looked up to the heavens, amazed at all the twinkling lights, we haven't stopped wondering, what is really out there? Planet Earth is a big home for all of us, yet for some reason, we also yearn to escape its confines. It doesn't matter which culture or civilization we come from, we all dream to boldly go where no man has gone before. As one popular television series put it, perhaps it's because space has always been a challenge to us. We needed to climb Mount Everest because it is simply there to be conquered. Similarly, space is up there for all the world to see yet seemingly unreachable. Well, that last part was correct for most of man's history, until the latter part of the 20th century. That was when rockets powerful enough to escape Earth's gravity were invented. World War II made sure that rocket science continued to develop, although at that time, it was more intended for crushing enemies. The end of the war saw the start of the space race between the Soviet Union and the United States. Sputnik One got launched and became the first artificial satellite. In 1961, Yuri Gagarin, a Russian lieutenant, became the first man to orbit the planet on board Vostok 1. A year later, John Glenn orbited the Earth, the first American to do so. In 1969, the US finally overtook the USSR in the space race by successfully landing Neil Armstrong on the moon. Appropriately, Armstrong took his first small steps on the moon, not just for the American people, but for the whole of mankind. Since that giant step, unmanned spacecraft were sent, not only to the moon, but to deeper space, allowing us to have a closer look at the other planets in the solar system, such as Jupiter and Saturn. In the 1970s, the US sent Skylab, its first space station, to orbit, and then worked together with its erstwhile competitor, the Russians, in the Apollo-Soyuz test project. This latter would prove to be the seed for an even bigger collaboration to conquer space, the International Space Station. But with all the successful unmanned spacecraft that have been launched through the years, as well as powerful Earth-bound telescopes that can peer even into deeper space, why the need to have the International Space Station? Before we answer, please don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to our channel. It will inspire us to create more fun and informative videos just for you. Former US President Ronald Reagan gave the best answer to our question. He said, "A space station will permit quantum leaps in our research in science, communications, in metals, and in life-saving medicines, which could be manufactured only in space. Who knew there are medicines that can't be produced here on Earth?" Additionally, the International Space Station, or ISS for short, is paving the way for actual human missions into deeper space in the future. This means spacecraft that will travel outside the solar system could have human beings piloting them. Science fiction to become a reality. So that's why we have the ISS. Construction of the space station began in 1998. 2 years later, it welcomed its first crew, and has had people living there ever since. Construction was fully completed in 2011. The ISS has the volume of 2 Boeing 747 jetliners, or a 5-bedroom house. It contains laboratory modules that came from the US, Europe, Japan, and Russia, as well as living quarters for a crew of 6 people. It can also support visitors. Its length is about the size of a football field, and will weigh nearly 1 million pounds on Earth. Solar arrays attached to the sides of the space station harvest the energy from the sun, that are then converted to electrical energy. The ISS orbits the Earth every 90 minutes, traveling at around 28,000 feet at an average altitude of 420 kilometers. This means the crew gets to see 16 sunrises and sunsets daily. If you have enjoyed this episode of AHA! So that's why, please let us know in the comments section below. We'd surely appreciate your feedback. Please like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.